Good day, wrestling enjoyers. I hope you're doing right, because it's time for the 48-hour analysis. Yes, just 2 days ago, all of these Lunar New Year theme skins appeared in the Rust store with the wonderful dragon themes, Year of the Dragon. And, well, we were also expecting Valentine skins. There was a likely chance that they're going to appear on Saturday. That didn't happen. So now we lean in with the idea of, okay, maybe they're going to appear either on Sunday or maybe Monday. Monday's more likely, I believe. But that sounds a bit awkward because that means we'll probably have some Valentine skins that will only be available for about 3 days. We don't fully know all the details. Chances are those Valentine skins might persist in the next Rust store, and maybe they'll stick around for the rest of that Rust store, or maybe they'll only stick around until they've only been around for about a whole week. We don't know. We'll find out as things goes along. But we are still expecting some Valentine skins. I just don't think the next Rust store is only going to be Valentine skins because it comes out the day after. And it would be a bit out of place, wouldn't it? But anyway, we're here to talk about these skins and their progress. It's been 2 days. How well have these skins sold? You know, are they doing all right? Maybe they might have sold too much. Maybe they're selling too little. Maybe there's an extra detail that we've just found out about recently that will potentially have a very nice positive or negative impact on these skins. Shall we proceed? So, with every Rust store that we have, after the first 24 hours, I will take a screenshot and SCMM to APP to get a good idea of what their sales are, and I'll put it on my Twitter. If you go look at my Twitter, look at the description of this video that you're watching right now. You'll see all my socials in the description, so feel free to go ahead and check now if you want. So basically, we put this out so we can make some nice comparisons to previous weeks to see how well these skins are selling. And after just 24 hours of sales, that Loong double door did over 14,000 sales. That is ridiculous, but the design, it's awesome. All right, people really do appreciate it. But that could potentially lead to some problems. So we'll talk more about that in a bit. Year of the Dragon door, the sheet metal door, that also did over 10,000 sales. Very nice for it. But I'm very skeptical about sheet metal doors as investments, and well, we'll be discussing that, won't we? And then of course we have the Mythical Dragon AR. That just got over 9,000 bare minimum sales. Very nice for it, clearly in demand. And all the other skins, they're doing perfectly fine as well. So shall we actually go ahead now and take a look at the 48 hours of sales? Now, you might notice, I haven't really brought it up, but yeah, I'm actually recording at a later time, so it's not actually the specific, result. So what we have here is a screenshot from earlier of the 48 hours, and as you can see, Loong double door did over 20,000 bare minimum sales. The Year of the Dragon sheet metal door, just about 15,000 bare minimum sales, and the AK-47, 13,500 bare minimum sales. Now, of course, you can see like the other things here as well, but I'm talking more specifically about these three skins here, because, well, they're a lot more notable, especially in regards to what I'm going to be wanting to talk about. Also, I'm sure many of you are probably well aware by now in regards to what happened with the Neon Dragon garage door. So I've actually put out a video talking about that today. I did it on Thursday, expecting potentially some things might have changed, but nothing's really changed. So in regards to that, that is still expected to be marketable. Now, when the Valentine skins come out, we potentially could see a change happen to that garage door. So this is just something I want all of you to be aware of. The garage door, the Neon Dragon garage door, so here we are. This isn't 48 hours, this is a little bit later. This very likely could become non-tradable, non-marketable. So if we do see the likes of the Valentine skins being added to Rust, during that time, Facepunch can, make some changes to the skins in the Rust store if they so wish, and they could set that as non-tradable, non-marketable. Now, right now, that is marketable, okay? That is marketable. I don't know if they're going to potentially change it then. They could change it when the Rust rotation happens. We shall see. But we don't fully know if that's definitely going to be non-tradable, non-marketable. At the moment, it is marketable, all right? All of these skins that you see here, they're all abnormal. Every single one of them will be appearing at set time, Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, midnight UK time, all right? With all the other abnormals as of recent time. So that right there, I think a lot of people will be racing after it. Now, it did at bare minimum 1,100 sales. Now it's 1,099. I think someone got scared and refunded theirs. Not a good idea. Well, maybe, who knows? If it is made non-tradable, non-marketable, then fair enough. Maybe he succeeded. But if he's refunded that and it's still marketable, he's just probably missed out on some very good profit. Oh, dear. But yeah, one person appears to have refunded their skin. So that's a little bit awkward, isn't it? Well, it's his decision. So let me just kind of put it this way. There's many potential things that could happen. But if you can recall, with the likes of the E-Class revolver, we did bring this up when I was discussing this with my Rust rotation video. And, more specifically, the video in which we're talking about this. You can see it in here. In fact, it's a chapter. You can see it right there, yeah. E-Class revolver sold significantly less, all right? So that ended up becoming like a $200 skin. That right there, that sold like 5 or 6 times more at bare minimum. So we know this is not going to be reaching the same prices. Will it still reach a high price? That is to be expected. It's got a lot of like hype behind it after people have become aware that this has had a copyright strike to it, or rather Face Punch just outright said, we're not selling this because it's just not worth the risk. That's the result. So anyway, there's a lot of momentum with the hype behind all of that. A lot of people just assume it's instantly rare. Is it rare by today's standards? Yes. 1,000 sales? That's not much, is it? So people like it. A lot more people are aware of it. A lot of people will be chasing after it. I don't know what the price will be, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's at least maybe above $20 at the very least. Now, if you bought it for $3.49, that's a good profit. But there's going to be a lot of people probably trying to list theirs. Don't forget about that. And they might be competing with each other. But there are going to be a lot of people initially wanting to buy it. So it's going to be pretty interesting initially. I'm just not sure if that's going to last forever, if you know what I mean. So in regards to this skin, you better turn up on Wednesday night and we will discuss how we're going to approach it. But if we do see the Valentine skins being inserted potentially this Monday, there's a fairly good chance it might become non-tradable, non-marketable. So we'll keep an eye out, all right? Cool. So if they do end up potentially making it non-tradable, non-marketable when the Rust rotation happens, that would mean that this would be available, because it's abnormal, to be listed on the Steam market for about 12 to 20 hours. It's fairly similar to the Twitch Rivals trophy. Now, this is all hypothetical, all right? This is all hypothetical. But do you remember the situation in regards to the Twitch Rivals trophy? About 2 years ago in August, so August 2022, we had this as a Twitch drop. It was given away to everybody who watched 1 hour of a Rust stream because there's a Twitch Rivals event taking place. But for 2 hours, this was tradable and marketable. That was a mistake. Face Punch did not intend for that to happen. So after that 2 hours, they made a change, and that was set as non-tradable and non-marketable, and nobody could list theirs on the Steam market anymore. What you see here are the final few that have remained that were listed during that 2 hour period. Yes, it's at $1,000. Should you buy it? No, it's not rare. Loads of people got this for free. And then recently we just had another one given away for free. So I don't know if that's going to sell for $1,000. It would be incredibly stupid to do so because it's non-tradable, non-marketable the very second you buy it. So who knows what would happen, but it got to that point. We saw a few of these sell for more than $500. So we quickly hop back over to here. If it happens to be fairly similar, where we've probably got like 12 to 20 hours where it's marketable, and then it's made non-marketable, non-tradable, maybe if you potentially have more than one of these, why not list one for like $500 and see what happens and just never remove it? Because if it is set as non-tradable, non-marketable, well, we've got another Twitch Rivals trophy situation. And if you want to learn a little bit more about that, I do have a video talking about this. So if we go over to videos, we go to most popular right here, you can see Twitch Rivals Trophy wasn't supposed to be marketable. It's right there. You know what? Maybe I'll link it in the description here. So yeah, we could do that. So, all right, that's for you to consider. So that's my little talk in regards to how things might be a little bit funny with the Neon Dragon Garage store. But my main expectation is it's just going to become marketable. It's just going to be marketable. Not many of them exist. So, yeah, it'll probably be fairly pricey. But as time goes on, its hype will, die down, and it'll gradually go down in price a fair bit. Not insanely, but it will still be fairly pricey based on the fact that it's just not that many of them that exist. So, fair play to that, we shall see. But anyway, in regards to that, let's now properly focus the skins that are still, purchasable and whatnot. We will discuss if they're looking to be perfectly fine investments. So here we have the Loong double door. Now, as expected, you know how we had this airlock double door last week? It's only down by 1%. It's actually holding up quite all right. So if you thought, oh no, this is doomed, no, it's fine. It's just sitting there, 49 listings, just chilling, no issue, no problem. That's still expected to do perfectly fine. Now, let me just kind of point this out. As much as we can fuss and worry over the idea of we potentially going to see tons and tons and tons more sheet metal double doors from here and now, I don't expect them to be accepted very quickly or very easily. We shall see, but there's a very likely instance or chance that these might very well be the only two marketable sheet metal double door skins we see being accepted this year. I wouldn't be surprised. Based on what I've seen over the past few years, that very likely could happen. But I can't fully rely on that, okay? So we do still have to be fairly cautious. Now, with the likes of this double door here, after just 2 days, it already did over after 2 days, it already did over 20,000 sales. I kind of stumbled there, sorry about that. That's fairly ridiculous. I am looking at this momentum and I'm thinking it's going to probably reach between 30 to 35,000 sales, maybe even more. There is a lot of hype behind it. And again, I will repeat, very cool looking sheep miller double door skin. Perfectly on theme for Lunar New Year. Great, design of the dragon, how it makes it all look authentic. Also, yes, the glow in the dark, ever so lovely. So yeah, I'm not surprised loads of people want it. But how many people bought this with the pure intent to sell? How many people bought this in excess? How many people bought this in, an extra quantity of 50 or 100 and maybe even 1,000? Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a decent amount that have done this, especially with the sales that we're seeing. So, I'm a bit cautious. We might end up with a situation where we're going to see oversaturation. We might end up with a situation where there's far too much quantity compared to demand. Because, there's only so much demand to take away from all the stock that exists. So that'll mean we have a whole bunch of excess stock. What's going to happen to it? Well, it's probably going to get thrown onto the Steam market. It's probably going to get thrown onto third-party sites. And unfortunately, because there's quite a lot of the excess stock there, well, people will compete with each other. People will compete with each other. People will undercut each other. And, well, the value of the skin very likely will suffer. And it might not be so bad initially, but as time goes on, especially with the upcoming bad times, Easter time, it's going to be a fair bit awkward for rust skins, and of course the autumn-fall seasonal dip, yes, that very likely might suffer down the line. So maybe a smart, lowball buy order will work out perfectly fine for you. Now, on Wednesday night, we'll properly discuss that. We'll talk about how you might want to approach, seeing if you can try and get that for a cheaper price. But as time goes on, quantities can disappear and, prices can remain fairly strong. So, again, we'll talk about this on Wednesday. We'll see on Wednesday night how many it's sold by then, and we'll discuss how we might want to approach it. But there's many potential problems that could happen to it. Maybe we do see a whole lot more sheet metal double doors being accepted this year. Oh no, that's a problem. It still looks very good. I still perfectly assume that this is going to do a decent chance of retaining its value. And, the less potential problems it has, all the better for it to rise up in price, even not, from here and now, regardless of how much sold. But I'm still very cautious. Now, of course, I'd keep telling all of you, you've got to constantly keep an eye on the workshop. You've got to constantly keep an eye out and see what other people are listing. I don't see any sheep in the doors at the moment. Plus, it's Saturday, so you're not going to really see that many skins by now. But even then, you still don't have to rush into buying this, especially as an investment. This is why I always say wait until about Wednesday, do the abnormal buy orders first if you can, look at the support it has afterwards, then make a decision, all right? And all of these skins are abnormal. So, once again, looking very good. It has the demand, that is nice, but it might be selling a little bit too much. But if if we've already had all the sheep metal double door skins that we've had this year, that'll do perfectly fine. Maybe we'll get some Twitch drops. Even then, I still expect to do okay. But expectation isn't always a guarantee, so with that, it's up to you what you want to do. However, I would still advise let's wait until Wednesday, then make a decision then. Sounds good? Alright, cool. So let's now hop over, take a look at the Year of the Dragon door. So this has sold very nicely, almost 16,000 sales. And it does look cool, very nice usage of the glow in the dark, very authentic, very cool looking dragon. However, I have a problem. We've seen so many sheep metal doors with glow in the dark selling at $2.49. And I've said this so many times, but look, we have far too many sheep metal door skins, and there's always going to be another one. So far this year, we've already had 5. Down 61, down 27. Oh no. And then when you look at all the other ones that came out last year, well, pretty much every single one of them's in the negative, except Neon Vibes. That's not good. Even the pay-to-win, see-through mesh, glow-in-the-dark, brutalist sheep metal door, even that's down by 24%. So when I look at the likes of that, a holiday-themed skin, I worry about it, because it's not going to be in season for the rest of the year. However, it's a cool-looking dragon. Hey, maybe people don't even care. Cool-looking dragon, I can have that whenever I want, okay? Cool. But I don't think it's going to retain its value. I didn't show it off that much, and I keep showing this constantly. I've had to show this so many times already, but it keeps happening. There's a period of time last year in the summer where we had, several $2.49 sheepman of doors being accepted, and every single one of them suffered badly. Remember the Sunken Door during the Abyss update? $2.49, now it's 62 cents. Infernal Door, 84 cents. Capybara Door, $1.30. Adobe Decorator Door, 86 cents. Modern Military Door, 85 cents. UAP Pilot Door, $1.18. Punkjack Door, 87 cents. Doomgate Sheepman Door, 85 cents. That was $3.49. That was actually a Halloween skin, but even then it's not like super Halloweeny. Anyway, yeah, still down real bad. So yeah, Sheepman of Doors are not reliable investments, I'm afraid, and that sold quite a lot, and unfortunately that could also mean quite a lot of them will end up on the Steam market, which of course would also lead to the idea that there very likely might be some competing with prices, and the price might go down pretty steep, pretty low, and I am not confident in that at all, I'm afraid. That was very straightforward in my explanation, but this has happened so many times that it just keeps happening. And, unfortunately, I'm not confident in it. So I might not even put a buy order down. We'll see. We'll discuss it on Wednesday. It does look cool. I can respect that. But I'm sure you can understand my worry. So let's move on. Mythical Dragon AR. So, yeah. I like the design. I think it looks cool. I'm a little bit skeptical on how other people might respond to this. However, there's got to be at least 1 or 2 AKs that come out, AK skins, AK-47 skins, we can say, that end up selling quite nicely, That does happen, Maybe this doesn't do very well initially for the first few months, but when summertime hits, loads of people jump on it. There's been many instances of that. So, with all due respect, that's a cool looking skin. Very nice piece of work. Very nice and shiny. I like the bump back. It's ever so iridescent with its golden look. Oh, yes. But with what I see here, I can imagine might still end up going below its rust ore price. Now, maybe that doesn't go down so bad. Maybe it recovers. Maybe it does very nicely at some point. True, understandable, but yeah. I don't think it'll be selling as good as a gold arabesque like in Counter-Strike, but I could imagine there'll still be some interest in this skin, and I think people do like gold. So it's awkward. I'm very 50-50 on it, but I can imagine it would probably do a much better job in retaining its value compared to the likes of that El Diablo AK-47 that we had accepted like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, how low is that now? It's barely over $1. Whoa, that sold for $3.49 as well, so you can understand my cautiousness. But this, I don't know, maybe it'll still retain a value up to about, maybe about $2, maybe a little bit higher. I can still see it working out better compared to these, at the very least. But there's always going to be another AK-47. There's always going to be another cool-looking AK-47. Maybe it'll be a Twitch drop. Maybe it'll be a charity skin. Who knows? But never assume people are loyal to their AK-47s. It just doesn't happen, I'm afraid. Anyway, it's selling well. People do appreciate it. Maybe it might sell a little bit too much, and maybe we will be a little bit more unsure. So Wednesday night we'll look at it. It's abnormal, so we'll do abnormal barders first, and then we'll consider what we're doing next. Sounds good? Right, let's move on. Golden Dragon Furnace. Cool looking furnace. I just don't like investing into furnaces anymore. They are very, very, very unreliable. So, yep, very cool looking design. Good job, Mr. Yopka and Lanzi. I believe this is your first skins to be accepted. So, yep, good job. But it doesn't stand out super crazily. Yeah, just take a look at all the furnaces that have come out over the past 2 years. See for yourself, because, Yep. Only 2 of them in the positive. Not looking very good, is it? And unfortunately, that doesn't stand out enough. It's holiday themed. It's not going to be in season anymore. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it suffers. And we have had Lunar New Year furnaces in the past. Look at this one. You're the Rabbit Furnace, 60 cents. Yeah, so, no, thank you. I mean, it's Lunar New Year right now, and the Rabbit Furnace isn't doing well, so, yeah. So, buy order, but even then, I don't think I even want to approach it, so maybe, well, we'll just look at it Wednesday, but I'm not optimistic for it, so I'm going to move on. Dragon Sar. Cool looking design, very cool looking design, yep, get a good look at this. So you got the dragon staring at you. I mean, let's aim down the sight, what do we see? Yep. He's got his eyes on you. He's ever so golden, iridescent, very cool looking. However, SAR skins have not been performing very well recently. I mean, you could say that for many skins, but we get a lot of SARs. Point I'm trying to get across is, how many SARs have we already had this year? 5. We're like, 5-6 weeks into this year? Do you understand the problem? Far too many are being given to us. Too many acceptances, too many Twitch drops, too many potential problems. Take a look at all the SARs that we've had so far this year, and yeah, you will not really see I got one in the positive there, and wow. And then you get to 2021 and you see some better performing skins. But yeah, pretty much over the past two plus years, SAR skins have not been performing very well. It's very unfortunate. They do get used a lot, but too many options. And well, unfortunately, that isn't exactly super flashy, and I don't imagine it'll be doing a good enough job to retain its value, unfortunately. So I'm cautious. I'd rather just do a buy order. So that very likely might be a 70 cent to 90 cent buy order. We shall see. Wednesday night, we'll discuss that. Sounds good? Let's move on. Dragon fan rug. So yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people looking at this and saying, oh, Hedge, we can make some very cool, like, decorative rooms now. Like, get the lanterns out, get some cool looking, get this on the side. You could do a very good job making yourself a very cool looking, like, Chinese-style room and whatnot. Fair enough, cool. Get all the right doors, garage doors, double doors, who knows. But yeah, sounds nice. How many people are actually going to do that, throughout the rest of the year? I don't know. But like I said, that's a rug. That's more like a decorative piece. You put it on the wall. Cool, that's nice, fair enough, that's nice, but is that what people truly want? Probably, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't refute it, but are we going to get some more cool-looking, crazy-looking rug skins being produced this year? Very likely, could happen. And as much as I can sit here and say, it's a bit holiday-themed in it, well, not really. You could still have that on the side on your wall whenever you damn well feel like, like, it looks cool. People like it. Maybe it might work out enough, but I don't know. With all the rug skins that we had last year, I mean, none of them look like that. Fair enough, understood. But only one of them did all right. And that took a Wilgem video. To give it a lot of momentum. Before that, it was kind of like just meh. But now, doing better. But yeah. So, looking at that, it's cool. I'm not going to say no. It's just, is it going to be enough? Is there enough interest for it to last for the rest of this year? Will there be even more rug skins? Wouldn't be surprised. We've already had 2 Twitch drops this year, so yeah, a little bit awkward. It's $2.49 as well. So many of them sold for $2.49 last year, and then ended up in the negative. So for now, let's leave it till Wednesday. I'm sorry to say, I keep saying that over and over again, but yeah. But at least this one's really easy. Chinese Zodiac boxes, unfortunately, are not reliable investments, as you can see there. Now, by all means, if you like it, if you want the rest of the set, buy them. You got a nice batch of skins there. You could coordinate yourself. I put all the weapons in the dragon box or the bunny box. It's up to you. Very cheap, affordable storage collection. So, in regards to this, if you like it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it. Support the skin creators, keep them motivated, keep wanting to put out very nice designs in the future. But I'm not looking at that as an investment in terms of that's going to go up in price. It's not selling that much, which might work out very well for it. These did 20,000, 17,000, 30,000 almost. That's going to probably barely do about 15. So maybe it might do better. We shall see. But honestly, just wouldn't want to risk it. So if all the other ones are not doing very well, I expect the same thing with that, unfortunately. So not looking like it's going to be a nice investment. So cool. We got that nice and established. Understood. Right then. So yeah, we were pretty quick with that. Now, some of you are going to be asking me right now, okay, but what about the Chinese New Year Spear and the Dragon Rocket Launcher? Unfortunately, I can't tell how many of these exist. That's something we can't do because it's made by Facepunch themselves. There's no workshop page for it. We can't see how many subscribers they have. So that's all up in the air. That is all up in the air. So if you want to hear my ramblings in my Rust or rotation video, I go into it as much as I can. Like, to give you a nice brief summary, in regards to this, I get the feeling the Chinese New Year Spear is going to keep being brought back every single year from here on now. That's my expectation. I get the feeling Dragon Rocket Launcher could also be brought back, but I also think, well, that felt like it was specially produced because it's the year of the dragon. Next year, what is it? It's the year of the snake. Yes, it's the year of the snake next year. Maybe we get a snake-themed weapon skin or a deplorable skin, something, That isn't a mask at the very least. So what I'm saying is maybe the Dragon Rocket Launcher doesn't get brought back next year. Because, Dragon Rocket Launcher for the year of the dragon makes sense. Wouldn't really make sense if you brought this in for the year of the snake. We shall see. So I'm trying to figure out like what to think. It's just, yeah, it's awkward. It's $5.49. That's not cheap. So let me put it this way. If that's not brought back next year, I wouldn't be surprised if that spikes in price because people realise, okay, we're never seeing any more of those appearing in a Rust store ever again. And I've got to give some, respect to it. Very cool looking rocket launcher. It's very unique. Has its own special smoke fire when you shoot it, different sounds. Awesome. But will we ever see it brought back again? I don't know. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if it is brought back next year because, a lot of effort was put into it and they probably made a lot of money with that. They probably expect it to happen again next year. Who knows? We shall see. But we should also quickly point out, we don't really get that many rocket launcher skins, do we? Last year, just 2 Twitch drops. The year before that, 1, 2, 3 marketable ones, 2 Twitch drops. And then before that, yeah, it's kind of similar, isn't it? So in regards to that, maybe this might work out very well because, again, nothing really compares to it. It's not going to get that much competition. Should probably work out perfectly fine from here on now then. So we'll wait until Wednesday. We'll discuss, the best that we can. But here's another thing. If loads of people are probably going to be focusing that with the abnormal barders, maybe not too many people will focus that. So I'm starting to think, what am I going to want to focus first? Am I going to go for this? Am I going to go for that? I don't know. But I'll figure it out. So I'm interested. I want to see how things turn out. But again, just to repeat, the spear, the rocket launcher, we don't know how many of these exist, so we're just going to have to try and figure something out on Wednesday night. Sounds good? Okay, sorry, but it is what it is. Now, if I just want to do, dedicate some time to checking up on the Chinese lantern. So when we looked at this during the Rustle rotation video, the bar orders in this were pushing all the way up to $4. Not anymore. People clearly noticed, it's back. I better sell mine now because let me put it this way: for a very reasonable amount of time, this had buy orders going all the way up to $4, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people noticed that. And a lot of people thought, what if I just go buy some real quickly, and if I can try my best, I can sell these as soon as I can on Wednesday night, and I might just be able to make some quick profit. I would be not surprised in the slightest if people did that. But as you can see, with the buy orders that remain, well, we still have many buy orders going above $2.50, or rather, $2.49, the price it's currently selling for in the Rust store. Maybe this does get completely obliterated, but at the very least, I want to see what happens Wednesday night first, because, when the abnormals appear, same thing applies with the likes of the skins that are bought on Thursday. These lanterns, everyone who bought one, 2 days ago, will be able to sell them. Will we suddenly see the price of this go all the way down and below $2.49? I wait to see that, because if that is the case, I might go put down another buy order in this, because typically throughout the rest of the, if you look at all the past, you will see, look at that, a lot of them were bought in the Steam market, sold to, remember, buy orders, anyway, it always goes down in price, it always returns and goes back up in price. So it went down here because it was reintroduced at $2.49, but slowly, gradually, it rose back up in price. Then it was reintroduced again, but slowly, little by little, bit by bit, it went back up in price again. It did go down a fair bit during the autumn fall seasonal dip, everything did. But yeah, you can clearly see from here to here, it went back up. It's very reliable in that sense, and it's been doing it every single year. So maybe the fact that I brought it up this time might not work out now. Oh no, Hedge, what have you done? But anyway, don't be surprised if the bar does disappear. This is a long-term investment. You buy it, you forget about it for a good few months, you look at it again in the summertime, oh wow, it's selling for $5 plus again. Well, time to sell, if you want to around then. Cool. So that's still looking to be fine if you understand how to properly invest with it. So you buy it, you wait, long-term investment, you sell it for a much better price down the line later this year. Sounds good? Cool. So we've basically said as much as we could. I'm not sure what else needs to be mentioned. I haven't really noticed any other problems. So all I can really sit here and say is, keep an eye on the commits. Hack Week is still underway. Still many interesting, goofy things being worked on. Yes, indeed. But from here and now, with this next week approaching, keep an eye out on what they're working on then. Because it might be new DLC, it might be a new building skin, it might be new maps, monuments being worked on and whatnot. Keep an eye on it all. Maybe we get something else that was goofy like the metal detector. I don't know. What's the goofiest thing you could think of that could be added? Don't say rocket boots. I know they were mentioned, but that was just a goofy idea. It doesn't mean it's definitely going to be added. Who knows? But anyway, looking at the front page over here, what's on the front page? Desert Raiders. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. It's a perfectly fine looking front page right there. So, yeah, I mean, skins doing perfectly fine. How about the skins in the previous weeks? How are they currently doing? So, February 1st batch, yeah, Legacy Kevlar holding up very nicely. Double Door, only down by 1%. That's fine. Blackstone Star down 40%. Not surprised. We did discuss that over and over and over again. Not surprised to see it happen. Neon Vibes Armored Door, quite unfortunate, down 26% at the moment. Kind of was expecting that. Cursed Hide Shoes doing very nicely, yeah. So I think a lot of people kind of realised, you know what? It's not going to suffer, is it? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And yeah, I mean, the barders are only going up to just over $1 at the moment, but it was a 99-cent skin, so all the better for it. I don't expect much competition. There's a lot less of these compared to the pirate ones, so yeah. How is the Curse collection as a whole doing at the moment? Is it still doing good? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll see. All skins are kind of suffering at the moment, but let's see what that looks like in the summertime. Maybe it'll be a whole lot better. Who knows? So we'll keep an eye out. Inquisitor Door, fortunately, not surprised to see that's happening. Ice Sword doing better than most salvage sword skins, only down by 8%. So how many of them are listed at the moment? None, because it doesn't show. No, we'll see. Come on. There you go. Only 23. Right, so give it a few more days. Look at it then we'll see how it is. But yeah, starting to go below its Rustle price, which is unfortunate. And then these tools, well, apparently, they're not really good. They're not really down bad. What's that? Is someone jumping it? What's this? Oh, there you go. There you go. I wonder why someone's randomly jumping in and trying to offer $1.50 for all of these. Oh, I wonder. It looks like someone's starting to pump them up. Buy out as much stock as they can initially, so that at some point down the line they can inflate the value. Is that happening right there? We shall see. It's a bit odd though, because they did do like 9,000 sales, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case though, from what we could just see right there. Okay, anyway, so that's that week. What about the week before that? I don't want to go through all of January, but yeah, I've started to see this as well. Cyber Tier 3 is down real bad at the moment. Real bad, down to 70 cents. Garage Door, unfortunately, $1.60. Wow. Polished Obsidian, down to $1.64. Desert, well, I mean, that's not too bad. 80 cents, it's not ridiculously bad. Bad News AR, 85 cents. Skulls, yeah, 94 and $1.22. Oh, that's a bit better. But yeah. Again, this was a tame week, wasn't it? We knew and we expected everything like that to turn out that way. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, yeah, awkward. Very, very awkward. So, yeah, I guess that's it then. That's more than enough of the rambling. So, once again, if you want to properly understand in regards to what happened to the Neon Dragon Garage Door, please consider watching the video I put out today. We don't fully know what's going to happen, but this will explain everything that went down and, what led to Face Punch making the decision that they made. Who knows if it's definitely going to be marketable or not? Who knows if it's going to be very expensive or not? But we can only wait out and see. So maybe we'll see something happen this Monday, Valentine's skins. Or maybe we have to wait until the actual Rustle rotation. We'll find out, okay? So with that, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck to all of your investments. And, well, have a lovely weekend. And, well, we'll potentially see you Wednesday when we do the abnormal barders, because lots of people are probably rearing up and prepared to attack the likes of that Garage Door. How expensive do you reckon it might get if it is marketable? Feel free to comment below. I'm sitting here thinking it's going to do 20 plus, $20 plus. I don't expect it to be ridiculously expensive, but just remember, it's still sold 1,000 plus. So there are multiple people that own these. Are they going to be clever and only list them at very high prices? Or are they going to start competing with each other and the price gradually goes down? We shall see. All right? So we shall see. Catch you later. Say goodbye.